Hello guys, welcome to this first episode of Viking News with me, PeterSweden, where I will be going through some of the most important headlines and the news topics from the past week in Sweden and Scandinavia, as that goes for Norway and Denmark too. Hello, welcome everyone to this live stream, and let's get into it. All right. So I will start. Well, it's been quite a eventful week, I will say, in Sweden this past week. There's been a lot of things, so this is going to be quite lengthy. I will be probably streaming for about an hour, I will guess. And if you have any questions or anything, any comments, please leave a comment in the chat, and I will try and respond to them. So. Well, as you might have seen on my Twitter, I will start with this. The Swedish government wants amnesty for hand grenades. Yes. As you might know, there's been a big problem with a lot of hand grenade attacks in Sweden the last few years, especially after mass migration. And now the public can contact the police, and they will go out to them. And so if you have any spare. If anyone in Sweden has any spare hand grenade lying around at their home, they can just call the police, and they will now send out a team to get the hand grenade, and no prison included. So it's amnesty. So people can just give away their hand grenades to the police, and they won't face any charge or prison at all. Which sounds like a typical Swedish solution. So I'll just go through a few stats. The Swedish police has said that there is a unique problem in Sweden amongst countries that are not in war, and that is the amount of hand grenade attacks. So in between 2015 and 2016, there was a 170% increase in hand grenade attacks. So in 2016, there was 27 hand grenades that were detonated, and this excludes any bombs. So if you include all the bombs that have been going off in Sweden as well over the last year, that would be a lot more than just these 27 hand grenade explosions. But yeah, and a Swedish newspaper actually went to see how easy it was to get hold of hand grenades in Sweden, and it took them their contact took them 10 minutes to have a hand grenade delivered same day, and the price was around $120, I believe is converted with currency. So quite cheap, quite quick, and quite easy to get hold of in Sweden. And these hand grenades, they come from the Balkans. They are old hand grenades that are imported from the Balkans. So it's a funny situation when they when they can have military grade weapons, and they just amnesty, just if you have any of them, just please leave them to the police, and you won't get any prison. Obviously the criminals in Sweden that use these hand grenades, obviously they're just going to we're just going to give away your hand grenades to the police, and so on. Obviously that is going to happen. I don't think so. What has it come to in Sweden? It's insane. But yeah, that's the first headline that I touched on in this live stream. So if you just tuned in, we are doing a live stream here with the recent news from Sweden the past week. First episode. So number 2. Hang on, let me just see if we have any chats here. I'll just check your chats, guys, before I go any further. It's taking a little while to load. Internet is a bit slow. Or rather, my computer is a bit slow, I would think. Let's see. Just checking the chat here now, guys. First time I've seen it. Yes, I was a bit late, guys. I was having problems with getting the stream up and going. See if I have any good comments here. Lots of good comments. Swede Epic says that I know who is behind this. Dare to say the truth. Yeah, there was someone called, Tara McCarthy. She, as you might know, I'm in the UK at the moment, and Tara, she was topping up on the topic I think you wanted to speak about, and she was forced to take her video down, so I won't touch up on that topic at the moment. Yes, so let's go here to the next. Well, if you're watching the stream, by the way, please leave a like and share with all your friends on social media as well, so we can get some more viewers, because this is the kind of hidden news that the mainstream media doesn't tell you. So you have to be a Swedish guy, and you have to know where to look to find this information, because it's not readily available, all of this in the mainstream media. So please share with your friends on social media, so we get more people to join this live stream and get and watch the truth. Okay, yeah, thanks for the comment, John. You're 220 there. So we have, by the way, do you have any questions regarding the hand grenade there? Then so just leave that in the comments, please, and I'll try and answer. So headline number 2. Swedish Finance Minister wants to employ newly arrived refugees with subsidies. So basically, in 2015, Sweden took in 162,000 refugees. Now, out of those 162,000, only I think it was 496 of them got a job. So not a very good figure, not good at all. It's very good for the economy, very good for the economy with migrants. You know, we need to import migrants because it's so good for the economy. Yeah, so Sweden has a problem with getting these migrants into a job. So the Swedish Finance Minister has announced today, this is just in today, they want to employ newly arrived refugees with subsidies. The goal is to create 6,500 extra new jobs by the end of the year. So they're setting off $56 million in the budget. And basically how the way this works is that companies will get to hire these refugees for a very, very low wage, below minimum wage, almost nothing. And the government pays the rest. Plus, they also pay a bonus to the company as well to employ these migrants. You know, you would have thought if these migrants are so good at working and doing the job, but maybe the companies in a free market capitalist society, I think companies would have wanted to hire these guys to start with. They wouldn't need government subsidies and socialism and basically communism to employ these migrants. Yeah, Angry Triangle asks how your Federal Reserve's not running out of cash. Yeah, if you know, the interest rate in Sweden is minus 0.5% at the moment. So if you put money in the bank, you lose money in theory. So that's not I don't think that's a very good, according to economists, that's not a very good sign of a good economy. So let's continue. So yes, so the finance minister in Sweden, Magdalena Andersson, says, quote, "It is good for the communities, actually, for all of us that live in Sweden when we get better quality in the sectors." Yeah, I don't know about that. It's good for the communities, actually, for all of us that live in Sweden when we get better quality in the sectors. So her logic is, we have to employ these migrants, and we have to we have to subsidy these these migrants with loads of cash. We have to give the companies loads of cash to hire these migrants, loads of bonus cash, and that will be good for all of us that live in Sweden and bring a better quality. So these guys that were so low, that brought so low quality work, they are so good quality that we just need to give them, we just need to subsidize their employment. So then they will be good quality. You know, with the free market, they were not good quality. but we subsidize them, and they are good quality. That doesn't make sense. The logic there is upside down. Yeah. Ylva Furugård asked what I think of the Swedish Democrats. Well, I think they are too left-wing. Yeah, so that's that headline. What do you think of that, guys? Come to Sweden as a refugee and you get subsidized wages from the government on top of the other benefits and free housing, free everything, so that's a very good deal. So if you just tune in, guys, again, this is the first episode of the VikingNews, my new show where I will be going through the top headlines of the past week in Sweden and Scandinavia. Yeah, if you just tune in, please like and stay tuned because we've got a lot more coming. So, our story number 3. A 40-year-old guy in Gothenburg was knifed on Saturday evening. Some more cultural enrichment. He was actually stabbed in the throat. So that was, you'd almost think it might have been a, kind of a Ramadan attack, maybe. Anyway, well, so he was knifed in the throat and was also stabbed in the chest as well in Gothenburg. Gothenburg has recently been quite culture enriched, so it's it's working out well. He's still alive, but he was seriously injured. Yeah, there's not very much more to cover on that story, but we have a lot more to go. I'll just check your chats, guys, see if there's anything I should answer here. Vincent asked if I can show you the articles. Do you guys want me to show you the articles up on screen? I can do that if you want. But they are in Swedish, so you might not be able to understand the articles. Yeah, Silent Chill asked who stabbed the guy. Well, it's the police are not really allowed to talk about that in Sweden. There is something called is it Code 291, I believe, and that is the police in Sweden is not allowed to name the ethnicity of the attackers. Yeah, by the way, guys, if you want me to show the articles, I can show you some of the articles on screen if you want, or if you really want to watch me, please let me know in the chat, guys. Yeah, I'll show you some pictures. Let me see. Let me go into the next story here. I'll give you a picture here so you guys can get an idea of what this next story will be about. Hang on, guys. Let me just bring up a picture here. You'll get an idea what the next story is about. Just trying to find it. So it's taking a little time to find it here. Just one moment, guys. I have it up in a few seconds. Almost there. Nope, I haven't found it yet. Just a few seconds, just a few moments, guys. I'll find a photo for you. Oh, here we go. Yeah, something like this. So we have in the city of Trollhättan, Swedish police were attacked by about 100 masked migrant youths with sticks and bats. Second rioting of the night. Well, second riot, the second day of rioting in the same city. So basically, what happened was that some youths were trying to set a tire on fire in the street, and a security guard came to stop him or stop the guys. They didn't take that too well. The guard was attacked with stones, and then well, it all escalated, and the police arrived, and they slashed the tires of the police cars. They full rioting, attacked the police. About 100 masked migrant youths. The communications officer for Trollhättan city said, quote, "It was a power struggle for territory in the district," unquote. And it was believed, it was believed that the riots was sparked by an incident earlier in the week when children were taken away from parents by protective child services. Yeah, if you do anything in Sweden, if I don't know, child marriage, cousin marriage, whatever, amongst migrants, who knows what, and the child services decide to take the kid, well, then full riot ensues, and that's the response, and that's how no-go zones are created. They said power struggle for territory in district. Basically, that's no-go zones for you. It's basically it's areas which are different ranges, about different percent of migrants, but often some of them can be up to like 99% migrants, some of these no-go zones, and they create their own communities, own groups, own areas, and they basically take over, and that's a no-go zone. So that's what happens with no-go zones, and I don't think this was officially a no-go zone where this happened, but we had violent riots anyway in Sweden, and yeah, I can actually, there was a case a few months ago, I did a video on it. There was a guy, a 21-year-old Syrian guy. He was married to his 13-year-old cousin Aisha in Syria. They came to Sweden as refugees and continued living as a married couple. And she was also pregnant with his son. So basically, the child services came and separated the 13-year-old cousin, wife, child, who was pregnant with his child, and they didn't take too happy to that. So when I was having a meeting at the offices for the municipality, a whole bunch of angry Arabs turned up outside as Aisha, as the 21-year-old migrant, his father and mother, and well, I don't think Aisha was there as well, his 30-year-old cousin. But so a whole bunch of angry Arabs turned up outside, and there was riots ensued because they decided to separate Aisha from her 21-year-old so-called husband. They broke into the building, and there was riots there. They tore stuff down, and they had to evacuate. Police had to come, and they actually closed down the office. For the municipality's office actually closed it down for several days. They had to install new security measures, new glass features, security features. All because they separated the 21-year-old guy from his 13-year-old cousin Aisha, whom he was married to. I did a video on that on YouTube a couple of months ago. You should watch it if you haven't seen it yet. It's a good video. You get the full story there. Oh, thanks for that, Darren. Thanks, Darren Hartley subbed. Thank you very much. Please, yeah, please subscribe and like for more stuff like this. I will be making more episodes of Viking news in the coming weeks. Just gonna check out the chat here quickly. Uh, yeah, oh, that's by the way, yeah. DNG says that they need to jail them when they do mass protests like this. Yeah, there was only one guy arrested in the riots in Trollhättan. Where 100 guys rioted, only one guy was arrested. Let's see what more here. Yeah, so that's that story. We have more stories to go. Any more comments on that? Please leave it in the chat, guys. And let's see what we have next. Yes, we have story number 5. So, Swedish security services, SAPO, have warned that there are now, quote, thousands of radical Islamists in Sweden, unquote. Everything from people who sympathize to those who recruit and get donations for terrorist causes. And the Swedish, and they say this is the quote new normal, unquote, says Anders Thornberg, the chief at SAPO, the Swedish Security Services. And most of these guys live in Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö, and Örebro. Yeah, mostly where a lot of these no-go zones are located, basically. There's one place down in Borås, Hässleholmen, which has 100 sympathizers living there, I believe. And Örebro is interesting to mention Örebro because Örebro is a place which has taken a lot of migrants, and there's a guy called a police officer called PeterSweden who works at the police there. He spoke out about migrant crime recently, and it became a big here in Sweden. Actually, he spoke out about what a lot of people don't speak out about, and yeah, he talked about that a lot of the crimes that are committed in Sweden are committed by migrants. So he, one week there, he mentioned out of the, I think it was out of the 24 serious crimes he was investigating, murders, rapes, etc. 23 of them were committed by migrants for just that week. So he was going. He spoke out about that in that place. So yeah, it's not just the UK, but I have 23,000 of them. This happened, well, in Sweden they have thousands as well. So it's not nice. To be honest, it's an invading army. It's nothing else. It's an invading army. It's a foreign army on European soil. And yeah, it's not going to, well, unless the governments do anything to sort this out, I don't think it's going to be nice. And by the way, guys, if I'm looking a bit hot here on the live stream, it's because it is very hot where I am at the moment. It's been, I think it's been like 31 degrees Celsius outside, and it's absolutely boiling in here. So that's why I'm a little red in the face. That's why, if you wonder. See if any, let's just check the chat here quickly. Let's see what more we have. Oh, I see UK Against Hate has joined the live stream here. I wasn't too happy earlier there because the video of the black guy who schooled the Antifa lady in Manchester, when I uploaded it at first, that channel copied my video and re-uploaded it without giving any credit at first. It did change it later though, giving credit, but that was after they got over 100,000 views without giving any credit to me at all when I was the one who did that video. So I wasn't too happy about that, but anyway. Yeah, you're right there, Pink7. I wasn't too happy about that. I did lose a bit of ad revenue there because of that, but not too much. Anyway, next news. Number 6. Let's see what we got. All right. So, rapes in Sweden increased with 16% this year compared with 2016 so far. A 16% increase of rapes. You know, Sweden is already the rape capital of the world, only second to Lesotho. So per capita, Sweden has the most rapes in the entire world, only second to Lesotho. And now it's increasing. 16% increase this year compared to 2016 so far. Sweden, yes. I think I have a... hang on, I think I have a photo for that. Here we go. Yes. Sweden, yes. So, from... Sweden is making its way up to the top. Sweden doesn't want to be number 2. Sweden wants to be number 1. Number 1. Number 2 is not good enough. You have to be number 1. Sweden is racing to the top. Yes. So let's go through the stats here from you guys. Oh, hello, Chrissy. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, and if you just joined the stream, and please share this stream with your friends on social media, Twitter, Facebook. So we are doing real news here, so people get to know the truth. Most of what I'm posting, a lot of what I'm saying here is not readily available on international mainstream media. So please do go ahead and share this so we get more viewers, and it's needed. We're going to do more of these episodes, and yeah, this is just the beginning. So let's go through some of the stats here, shall we? Yes, so from January to May this year, 2,224 rapes have been reported to the police. 297 out of those have been investigated and taken to prosecutor. That's a pretty bad number. That's yeah, that's not good at all. That's a little more than 10. That's a little more than 10% that of the rapes that the police have actually investigated and taken to the prosecutor. But it's up. It's up. It's up 40. It's 44 more than last year. So yeah, 1,886 of the rape cases have been laid to rest in Sweden. So the police have just they have laid down the case. Not a very good statistic at all. Yeah, a Swedish police officer says, quote, "We have more than 80 rape cases no one has even looked at yet. Instead, we investigate people who have driven against red lights or crashed in lightning poles," unquote. rapes are more complicated and therefore often put in a pile. So rapes are more complicated to investigate. They have so many they are bombarded with rapes, and they don't have the resources to investigate them all. Yeah, massive fail there. Yeah, on that note, reminds me, the Swedish police on, I think it was the 4th of June, it was a Sunday, just a couple of weeks ago, in the whole area, in the entire Stockholm, which has a population of over 900,000 people, entire Stockholm had 14 police officers on duty in the morning. 14 police officers policing 900,000 people in the morning. That's good. That's good stuff. So that might give you an idea as to why they haven't been able to investigate more rape cases. So let's see what more we have. Yeah. Is there anything more to? Oh yeah, there's. If one who's committing these rape cases, it's everyone. You're not allowed to say it in Sweden. The police doesn't say it officially, but everyone knows it's migrants. There was a study that I think it was, they thought it was something like 77% of the rapes in Sweden committed by migrants. So it's a good figure. Oliver Stalin asked if Sweden has any military to remove kebab. Yeah, they have military. Are they cocked? Yes. The Swedish military, it wasn't long ago. I don't remember exact details. It was the Swedish military issued a handbook on how to implement gender studies and feminism into warfare, because it would lead to better warfare. It would be better. It would be better. It would. Oh, I actually did a meme for that back when that came out. Let me find it for you guys. Oh boy. I did a meme. Oh, here we go. This was a meme I made a year ago when this news came out. Let's put that up on screen for you guys. Yeah. Yeah, so the Swedish military is actually implementing gender studies and feminism in warfare. So they're actually handing out leaflets to the soldiers on gender studies and feminism, because that's apparently good. It's apparently going to help them in combat as a Swedish military. So I made this meme a year ago. Oh yeah, that's Sweden. Sweden, yes. Sweden is a parody. Sweden is a parody. It really is. I actually have another meme for that. A good Twitter account, Orwell and Good, found that I found. That, let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is basically Sweden. This is basically Sweden. This is basically what Sweden is like. Yeah, this is basically Sweden. Not much more to add. Yeah. So if you enjoy this, by the way, if you enjoy this live stream so far, guys, please leave a like and subscribe and share with all you guys on social media. I'm just logging onto Twitter here quickly. So yeah, let's go on to the next story, next news headline. Let's see here what we got. By the way, guys, is this live stream working well for you? Is it a good? Is it good? Is it good quality? Please let me know in the chats, guys. UK against hate comments that everyone nicked my video, even though I nick videos myself. Actually, no, I don't nick videos myself at all. All the videos on my channel are mine. I don't nick any videos at all. That's not true. I am actually on the ground filming the stuff myself. I don't nick any videos. All the videos I make are mine, and it's not hate against you. It's and I'm not here for ad revenue either. But when I spend a lot of my time and money voluntarily going to dangerous events, actually going on the ground, throwing myself in there amongst Antifa, getting glass bottles thrown over my head, having loud bangers going off, actually risking life and limb going there on the ground filming. I would appreciate not re-uploading my videos. The ad revenue was quite small from that anyway, but it's it's not really the ad revenue that I'm concerned about. It's good to do, but when you actually are there doing a real journalism yourself, it'd be nice to at least get credit for it, so people know who has actually been there, and yeah. Also, the UK Against Hate channel, if I'm not mistaken, they have changed their name as well. They did call themselves something else before, when they had other videos from other events that happened. And when the UK Against Hate march happened, they changed their channel name to UK Against Hate and started uploading lots of videos from lots of different channels. They re-uploaded a lot of videos from a lot of other different channels as well, not just mine. The causation asked when the march in London is. I actually don't know yet. I know there will be a EDL march in London on 25th of June. I don't think that is not the Tommy Robinson march. I don't know exactly. I don't think it has been announced yet. Carrying support group asked if I just record my phone. No, I don't. I actually got a good web camera I'm recording with. Well, this live stream when I'm on the ground, when I went to the different events. No, I don't record. But I haven't been using a phone as well as backup. But no, I have other equipment. And no, Club Kinetic, it wasn't a cycle helmet. It was actually a ski helmet. It was my ski helmet that I went to in the march in Manchester. It was my ski helmet I had on me with the Swedish brand Solomon. Yeah, I've been going down the ski slopes with that thing really quick. Club Kinetic says it's going to London on Saturday. What's happening on Saturday? Please tell us. Because I know the EDL march in London is on the 25th, which is a Sunday. Yeah, so please let us know what is going on Saturday. Okay, yeah, it's Sunday, says Club Kinetic. Do you know how many people's coming? I have been hearing rumors that Antifa is going to show up in quite large numbers. Do you know how many of the ADL guys are coming? But yeah, if anyone knows when the Tommy Robinson March is happening in London, please let me know, because I will be there. And I'm probably going to be reporting on the ground in London on the 25th of June as well. Because I think there's going to be a lot of Antifa there, and I'm going to bring my helmet and get in, report action, what's going on. So, yeah, if you just tuned in, by the way, this is my live stream, Viking News. First episode, we are going through most important topics from Scandinavia. So, we have headline number 7. So we'll have a lot more to go. Oh yeah, Tetley already says Antifa will show up and BBC will say how EDL started it. Well, that's why I will be there. I will be there and see what's actually happening. I will be doing honest reporting. If I do see EDL doing anything first, I will report that. If I see Antifa doing anything first, I will report that. I will be true real news. But yeah, I'm expecting Antifa to be starting stuff. That's what I'm expecting. They are usually a bit violent. Darren Harter says his screen just keeps loading. Is the stream working fine for you guys? Please let me know in the comment section. Yeah, so number 7. So in Sweden, a guy was stabbed on a train. There wasn't much news about that hacker when it just happened. It was quite quiet, you could say, especially from the mainstream media. So now, a couple of months later, it's out what actually happened, thanks to some good alternative media in Sweden. I'll bring up the picture here on the screen, so you can have a look what this attacker looks like. So a Swedish guy was stabbed on a train, and now we have a photo of the attacker. So let me find that for you guys. Let's bring it up on screen here. If I can just find it. There we go. So I present to you the attacker. So this guy, this dude here, he attacked a Swedish guy on a train in Sweden. So the full story. A Muslim woman on the train was asked by the train conductor to show her tickets. She didn't do it. She claimed she had already showed her tickets, so she didn't want to show the train conductor her tickets. So 25-year-old Karim Allah Hussein stepped in against the rampant Islamophobia on the train. He was determined to stop this Islamophobia. Yeah. So a Swedish passenger got into the action and tried to calm Karim Allah Hussein down. Karim said, quote, "Why are you getting involved? Are you racist or what?" He then threatened the Swedish guy, and he attacked him and punched him in the face. The Swedish guy defended himself. He smashed him into the wall in the train, and he dragged him down on the floor. Hussein managed to free himself, and then he took out a knife and stabbed the Swedish guy 4 times, which left him with life-threatening injuries. Afterwards, the Arab paraded around as if he had just won a gold medal, threatened more passengers on the train, and asked the man and daughter sitting there if they also were racists. Are you also racist? Do you need some curing from your Islamophobia? I have a knife in my hand, quite an interesting situation. So yeah, this happened on the train in Sweden. Yeah, so then he went on a babbling about how everyone, about equality, and how everyone is equal, and how everyone should show respect to each other. Yeah. He then left the train, hid his knife, and hid in someone's garden where the police found him. He was sentenced to 8.5 years in prison, so a relatively hard sentence, which is a good thing. But the thing is, he has been convicted for serious crime earlier and has been in prison. But he was actually granted Swedish citizenship back in 2008 anyway, even though he had already been in prison. What's going on? This guy should have been deported long ago. This guy should have been deported. He was in prison for crime while he didn't even have a Swedish citizenship. And then he goes on to almost murder someone. That's what our politicians are doing. They don't care about about their own people. It's not good at all. Yeah, so that's this guy for you. So, what more do we have? Do you guys have any comments to this so far? Please leave your comments below. And by the way, do you like this? Do you like this kind of format where I do this Viking News show? Please let me know if you want me to continue this show with future episodes. Please do let me know. So what more do we have? Yes. So we have number 8, story number 8. A doubling of extra vulnerable no-go zones in Sweden. So in Sweden there's 55 no-go zones. 15 of which were deemed extra vulnerable. Translation, a really bad no-go zone. Really bad. Like, don't go in there, you might get shot. So yeah. That's what a extra vulnerable no-go zone is. So there were 15 of them. Out of 55 no-go zones, 15 were extra vulnerable. And that has now increased. It's now 23. So it's almost doubling of, well, not a complete doubling, but well, it's a big increase of extra vulnerable no-go zones. So yeah, the no-go zones in Sweden are increasing, are on the rise. Sweden is doing great. Is there anything you guys want to know about no-go zones? Please let me know in the chat. Yeah, Vincent writes, a real number of teens who want to change again doubles every year. Is this true or fake news? I haven't checked into this in detail, but I believe this is true. DNG asks, are no-go zones official? Well, official. It's this is from the Swedish police, what I just said here. So yeah, Marcus Jesper asks where all the no-go zones. They are, a lot of them are in Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmö. We have some in Borås. We have a lot of problem areas in Örebro. Yeah, it's mainly it's only areas with a high migrant population. That's for sure. Rinkeby, which is just 15 minutes from my hometown in Sweden. I think it has 97% Muslim migrant population there, something like that. Rare Rained asked if I think Team Pool's reporting on no-go zones in Sweden was accurate. Yeah, quite good. Maybe a little bit soft, I think he was. He downplayed it a little bit, but it was quite good. He was spot on when it comes to censorship and free speech in Sweden, spot on there. I think he downplayed it a little bit when it came to no-go zones, but otherwise he did quite a good job, I think. Yeah, when it means vulnerable, it means the police are having bigger trouble going there. They don't go in there without helmets for protection, shields, everything. You don't go in there without full riot gear. Andreas Mongas, if Sweden put itself out of the mess it finds itself in. I'm not sure. If it does, I think it would be ugly. If it doesn't, I think it would be ugly too. Either way, it's going to be ugly, that's what I think. Yeah, the Social Democrats are number one in the polls at the moment in Sweden. As a socialist party. The Swedish Democrats number 2. Any more questions on no-go zones? Otherwise, I will go on to the next story. Yeah, DNG, the Swedish Democrats, yeah, they are number 2 in the polls at the moment. And I think if you look at only Swedish people, they are probably number 1. They're definitely number 1. There was actually a survey which shows that among Swedish people, the Swedish Democrats are number 1. And with migrants, they're actually number 3. So yeah, if you take away all the migrants, the Swedish Democrats would easily win. Yeah. Any more questions? Okay, let's go to the next story here, right? Next news we have. So we have let me bring up a picture for you so you can see this for yourselves. It's a bit blurry picture, but it's the best I've got at the moment. So we have this guy here with the medals. Before I continue this story, let's play a little game. How old do you think this guy is with the medals? Have a guess. Have a guess. Is he under 18? Is he over 18? Is he 16? What do you think? Have a guess. Leave your answer in the comment below or in the chat. So we have a wide range of guesses here: 28, 25, 30, 11, no, 6, 25, 34, 27, 25, 32, over 18, 20 something. Yeah, so everyone seems everyone seems to agree that this guy is an adult. Yeah, he does have a beard, a little bit stubble. So yeah. Any more guesses before we go? I see we have 50 viewers in this live stream. We only got about like 10, 15 answers here. If anyone more wants to answer, please go ahead and I'll reveal what this story is about. All right. So this guy, he is Swedish. He's a Swedish master in junior judo. His name is yeah, his name is Ahmad. He is a Swedish junior champion in judo. He won gold on Sunday last week, but now he's being deported because he is not a junior, according to the migration department in Sweden. The migration department has, after he won his gold medal in judo, the migration department in Sweden has decided he is not a junior anymore. He was an underdog that won against all odds. When he was a grown man fighting against Swedish youths. he was the underdog. He won against all odds when he won, but he won against Swedish youths. A bit unfair. The guy is complaining. Ahmad complains, quote, he said, quote, "If you're sent back, our lives are over," unquote, Ahmad says. He is not happy on wanting to be deported. So that's the junior that wasn't a junior. Any comments, guys? So he was allowed to compete in a junior championship. So next story is interesting stuff. We have story number 10. Abdul from Syria he raped a young girl in a car, all the while filming the whole thing with his mobile phone. Well, this film is an important part of the evidence. So when this was shown in court, yeah, it was on the film. The girl shouted while she was being raped, quote, "No, I don't want to," she said in the film while she was being raped. So he goes to court. And this is a very shocking story. So this guy goes to court, and in court, his explanation for why he raped her, even though she said on film, "No, I don't want to." His explanation for this atrocity. You can't believe this. Abdul explains it with this. She was saying that I don't want to. She was saying it because, and this is actual quote from what Abdul said. She was, quote, so horny, she didn't know what she said. And he continues, actually, when you're horny, things can happen that you're not aware of. Things you don't want. Unquote. This is what Abdul said in court. I get a bit angry. Why? I've seen this story before, and I read it now again, and I get angry again. You cannot read this and not get angry. Abdul claims to be 16 years old. He raped a girl in a car. So he was driving in the car, so doesn't that make him probably above 16? Probably above 18? I don't think I have a photo of this guy. I might do. Actually, I think I might have a photo of this guy. I digged it up somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. If you want to bear with me, guys. You can judge for yourself if you think he was 16. I think this is the guy. I'm not 100% sure, but from what I could dig up, I think this was the guy. No, I'm not going to say I'm 100% sure this is the guy, but I think it was the guy. Put it up on screen here. Isn't that the face of pure evil, if you ever saw it? Okay. So the girl was raped in the car. I believe the car was parked up here somewhere. At a view, nice sea view while being raped. What do you guys think? Is this guy 16? What do you think, guys? Swede dude epic has a funny comment. So yeah, this yeah. So what do you think? So you heard what this guy did. He raped this girl, filmed it, even though she said no and everything. He did get sentenced. Let's play on the game. Have a guess what this guy got sentenced to. Have a guess. Leave your answer in the comments here, in the chat, in the chat here. I'll read your chats. See what you think. How long? What kind of sentence this guy got? Logical Libertarian says free housing. Caring Support Group suggests probation. Kane suggests 60 minutes community service. Oh, close. Probation, nothing, slap on the wrist, free housing, a discount on brand new Volvos. Community device, a new house, 3 years. No, way off. 2 days, way off. 1 year, way off. Community service, yeah, close. 20 days, no, way off, way less. Sex education lessons, not too far off. Helicopter ride, yeah, no. 2 months community service, Marcus Jesper. No. Free Viagra. Yeah, no. 20 hours community service, no. 30 minutes, no. A little bit more than that. 2 weeks community service, no. 3 months counseling, says Raindrop. No. Okay. He got the marry her. Maybe that's for the future. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. 45 minutes, counseling, free castration. Well, that would have been an option, wouldn't it? Yeah, so this guy is from Syria, he claims. Jollo Swatch says got a free holiday to Spain. No, not that generous. So, he got, get this, 85 hours of youth care. He got 85 hours of youth care. What do you think of that? And youth care in Sweden is not prison. It's care. It's youth care. You need to be so tolerant. You need to take care of the rapists. They're just youths. They're just 16. You need to take care of them. They're so vulnerable. They're so... so youth care in Sweden is basically... They go to a care home. I think they're forced to be in there, so they cannot leave. But they get care. You know, they have PlayStation, the computer. They get everything they want. It's free accommodation, free care. That's what they get, free care. Oh boy. He also got fined, but he's never going to pay that fine, is he? Obviously not. So he got 85 hours youth care. I have a meme for that. Let me find it. There we go. Yeah, we have a meme for that. I will say this. 85 hours youth care. So tolerant. Sweden, yes. Darren Hartley apparently has problems with the live stream. I think it's working for you guys, is it? I think I have another meme as well. Let me see if I can find it. Ah, yeah, here we go. Here's not a meme for you. Oh yeah, here's another one. Yes, Chris, he got 85 hours. Do we have another meme we could use for this occasion? Oh yeah, I have this meme. It's not for this it's not for this particular story, but I think you will find it funny. It's about Sums Up Sweden. The new Sweden DLC. When is it coming? I'm excited for the new GTA 5 Sweden Riots DLC. It's going to be a interesting gameplay. Just go out to the streets, do some real life hand grenades stuff in GTA 5. Well, no, not real life, but in the computer game. Let's continue. By the way, guys, if you haven't, I did get a lot of, when I did my live streams earlier, I did get a lot of requests asking if I had a Patreon. I did set up a Patreon, by the way, earlier, if you want to check it out. It's patreon.com/PeterSweden if you want to support what I do. So let's go on to our next story, which is the last one that I had planned. We have been going now for over an hour, which was about roughly the time I had planned to do this live stream. So this last story might be one of the worst. This story is cucked. Caring support group asked if I have a website. No, I don't have a website, but I'm on Twitter, Gab, YouTube, Minds, and on Patreon. Ingrid Freyr asked if I will be in Almedalen. No, I probably will not. Yeah, so let's go into our last story here, which you guys might find very shocking indeed. It's a very bad story. It's a very bad story indeed. I'm just reading the chat here, guys. 9 Lives asks if I've been harassed for making these videos. I did actually get a quite nasty direct message on Twitter today, threatening me. I actually got threatened today on Twitter. Yeah, I got threatened today on Twitter. Some guy saying I should shut my mouth or else sort of things. Yeah, so I did get threatened on Twitter today. I have got threatened actually before on Twitter. People have been sending direct message threats. I've also been I also had a Swedish journalist working for Swedish he actually works for Swedish state-owned news channel Sveriges Radio. He actually published on his own website a hit piece on me. He was saying all kinds of stuff. It was quite funny. He was calling me a nut job, fundamentalist, Christian, Nazi, right-winger, anti-Semitic, Islamophobe, sexist. What more words did he use? Yeah, some. I think he used some more words. Yeah, he called me a nut job, Christian fundamentalist, Holocaust denier, anti-Semitic, Nazi, far right, sexist. Oh boy, he was really going on about it. So yeah, and he actually works for mainstream media in Sweden. He was using all of the insults, all of the SJW right up there. He was using all of the SJW insults he could find. Every single keyboard button there. Nazi, SJW, Nazi, sexist, homophobe, racist, Islamophobe, blah 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 blah. Far right, anti-Semitic, Holocaust denier, whatever. Actually, Oliver, I think Oliver comments the Nazis didn't like Jesus. A lot of the Nazis actually claim to be Christian, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Just reading some of the comments here. Yeah, and you know what he was upset at? The reason he wrote the article. You might remember the tweet I did. There was this voucher at McDonald's in Sweden, which was in Arabic. And I tweeted it and it got over 4,000 retweets. That is what triggered that guy. He was really upset that I was damaging Sweden's image of by posting this, and it got so many retweets, and I was some kind of alt-right guy. I was in bed with Milo Yiannopoulos, Anna Coulter, Laura Ingraham, American far-right, alt-right. Yeah, I don't have anything against the alt-right. I think the alt-right is doing some good stuff. But he thought I was promoted by Milo Yiannopoulos, apparently. I was apparently better with him. Yeah, no. I'm not a fan of Milo Yiannopoulos. Ann Coulter, she's quite good. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Milo pedo stuff. So yeah. So let's go on to our last story. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. That encourages me to keep going. So yeah, let's do this. Hello, Birka. So you might have heard of this one. It was on Breitbart News. Actually, let me bring up the article. It's in English. I'll find it for you guys. Just a moment. I'll get the article up so you can read some of it in English. Oh, look at that. Looked like the guy who crashed in Finsbury Park yesterday, by the way, is called Darren Osborne. Standing on Twitter. So let's get you the Breitbart article up here on the screen. Yeah, this was. I noticed a lot of things I've been talking about in Sweden has actually been up on Breitbart as well. So after I posted it today, I know they follow me. I've been talking to Raheem Kassam a bit, editor Breitbart in London. Things I post, you can see a couple days later, I posted on Twitter, a couple days later, Breitbart posted as well. So let's get the article up here on the screen for you guys now. So, priests demand Sweden stop celebrating, quote, poisonous national holiday. Sweden's national day is poisonous. So, a pair of Swedish priests has demanded the country and search stop celebrating the Swedish national holiday, National Day, saying nationalism and patriotism are poison. Yeah, what do you guys think of that? So priests Peter Englund and Helena Myrstener from Malmö, the heavily migrant populated Malmö, says Swedish people should stop celebrating the national day, Sweden's national day. So it's claimed nothing good has come out of nationalism or patriotism. And the day has been exploited by right-wing populist forces. In an editorial for the left-wing Swedish newspaper Dagens Nyheter. Guess who owns Dagens Nyheter, by the way? It's a family called Bonnier. They own most of the media in Sweden. It's a Jewish family called Bonnier. They actually own most of the mainstream media in Sweden. So, the nation state is a way to organize and administer, but nothing to revere. So Sweden's National Day, which is on June 6th, according to Englund and Myrstener, patriotism is a quote-unquote poison, right? Quote, patriotism has its roots in the patriarchal thinking that celebrates traditional masculinity as strength, competition, inequality, and reduces men to soldiers and women to mothers. It goes without saying that this does not create good conditions for a world without borders. Oh boy, where shall we start with deconstructing this bullshit sentence? Let me try and deconstruct some of this for you guys. Oh boy. Carrying support groups asked if Angela Merkel is a parenthesis. Yes, she actually is. Well, Angela Merkel is Jewish. So let's go through this. Patriotism has its roots. I really want to go through this. I'm going to say it twice. Patriotism has its roots in a patriarchal thinking that celebrates traditional masculinity as strength. Hang on a second here. How is how is this a bad thing? Please tell me. Patriotism has its roots in the patriarchal thinking that celebrates traditional masculinity as strength. How is this a bad thing? How is this a bad thing? This means that patriotism is a good thing. If this is true, then patriotism is a good thing. Because it's a patriarchal thinking. Exactly what we need. Yeah, we need more of this. Celebrates traditional masculinity as strength. That's exactly what we need. This is exactly what we need. And it's also, I don't know if they might not have read the Bible much, but I think it says somewhere in the Bible that you should be as men. You should be as men, and women shouldn't be leaders and teachers. That's men's job. Men are the head of the church, and women should submit to her husband. I think that is what the Bible says. So I'm not seeing how they can say this as a Christian comment. I mean, this is cuck level, I don't know, a million. These guys are not Christian at all. This is complete bullshit. And the sellers, oh, hang on. Did you catch this? Patriotism celebrates competition. Is that a bad thing? Is it a bad thing, the competition? Please tell me, is competition a bad thing? No, it is not a bad thing. That is what makes people better and strive for better things. Inequality. No, that's not a bad thing either, because inequality is a fact of nature. Men are on average more intelligent than women. That's sorry, but that is a fact. Doesn't mean men are better than women as such, but there are differences. People are not equal. A person with 140 IQ is not equal to a person with 100 IQ. People are not equal. Doesn't mean that anyone is better per se, but people are not equal. And reduces men to soldiers. Yeah, I think we need some. I mean, and women to mothers. Yeah, please. I mean, I think we need some of that. I mean, maybe not soldiers as such, but we need the real men. We need women to be mothers. That's for sure. And it goes without saying that this does not create good conditions for a world without borders. So here they openly admit they want a world without borders. Cocks. 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 Please. The best way to be proud of being Swedish, according to author, is to celebrate the right to vote and enjoy the various parks and nature in Sweden. Yes. Yes. Celebrate democracy. That is the best way to be Swedish. Democracy. Democracy. It's worked so well. I'm not saying democracy is a bad thing, but it hasn't worked very, very well recently the way democracy has been implemented. Look at this. The Swedish church has become too synonymous with being Swedish. Is that a bad thing? No. And they call the Christian faith radical. Yeah, I think the Christian faith is radical. If you're not radical, you don't have anything to do with being a Christian. Seriously. Jesus, do you know what Jesus did? He took a whip, went into the money change to the money changers in the temple. He took a whip and he whipped the guys. brutally, turned over the tables and he whipped them. He chased them out. He was radical. He was radical. Martin Luther, he was radical. Read his book on certain people. You'll see he was very radical. He has a book. His teachings on a certain people. Some of his some of Martin Luther's suggestions on what he wanted to do with Jewish people was actually more severe than what the Nazis did or wanted to do. Martin Luther was actually really radical on those things. They say the Christian faith is radical. Yes, the Christian faith is radical, and if you're not radical, you don't have anything to do with the Christian faith. And the continued nationalism and patriotism must be swept away and replaced with internationalism and solidarity. Can it get any worse? Oh, these guys, this is so bad. You cannot believe it. God does not like internationalism. No. Read the Tower of Babel. God separated people. And that is what the whole Antichrist New World Order thing is, to have internationalism, one world government, not independent different nations. This is Antichrist stuff they are into. Oh boy. Oh yeah, and but there's some positive though. The reaction to the article on Dagens Nyheter has been overwhelmingly negative. With a poll on the paper's website said that 82% of the readers disagree with the priests. Oh, that's a good sign. Last year, Tobias Andersson, the national president of the Swedish Democrats Youth Wing, the Swedish Democrats Youth Wing are actually a bit more radical than the Modder Party, to be honest. He slammed the church for having a lack of Christianity. Yep. Andersson's comments came after the lesbian bishop of Stockholm, Eva Brunne. I have actually a company I worked for in Sweden. I actually got the email from this Eva Brunne person. She was upset with something. I actually got the email from this Eva Brunne person at the company I worked for in Sweden. She was upset with something. Oh boy. So yeah, I've actually had got an email from this lesbian bishop of Stockholm, Eva Brunne. She called for removal of crosses in a church in order to allow Muslims to pray there instead. She defended the move, saying it made people of other faiths feel more welcome. Muslims are not supposed to pray to their religion in a Christian church. Then these people are just rolling over, giving up, and surrendering. Surrendering is insane. What do you guys think? Give me some comments on this. That is the last story I had planned for today. I will actually bring up one more in case you just joined recently. I'm just going to see if I have any comments here I should answer. Any more comments on this topic? Because I think that was really insane. Yeah. So I'll give you one more bonus story that I hadn't planned, but I will bring it up as well. Yes, Din G&G wants me to tell about the fake news journalist holding a banner at a demo. And that is actually exactly what I was going to bring up here as a bonus story before we wrap this live stream up. I'll bring up a picture of this happening here. Oh yeah, by the way, before I do that, do you guys remember a story I had earlier with 21-year-old guy from Syria who married his who married his 13-year-old cousin Aisha, and she was pregnant in Sweden. Do you remember that story I told about earlier? If you're still watching, I just saw it. I'll just show you a picture because I have a picture of this 21-year-old Syrian and his 14-year-old cousin Aisha, whom he married and has a child with. So if you remember that story from earlier, I'll just show you a picture here now. You might want to see it if you haven't seen it yet. So here we go. This is the 21-year-old guy, and this is 14-year-old Aisha. Well, I think she was 13 in this image. And well, basically, yeah, I didn't finish that story. The Swedish court ruled that this guy is allowed to stay married to this girl in Sweden. That is what the Swedish court ruled. So they basically legalized incest and child marriage in Sweden. And the reason they gave us that was because she was precocious for her age, I believe was the word I used. She was very mature for her age. So that's what allowed them to stay married. And this was also part of her culture. That's why they allowed her to stay married. So I just want to show you that before I went to the next story. Yes, let's continue. Hang on. Yes, let's find the picture for you guys here of this banner that Sveriges Radio, Swedish state-owned radio channel. So basically, there was a rally with the Swedish Democrats. They had a political rally, and loads of lefty protesters turned up, as usual. But there was a difference. Swedish state-owned radio channel, Sveriges Radio, which is funded by the taxpayer, obviously. They had a good idea, a funny idea. They decided to make the news, become the protester. Oh yes. Let me find you the photo for you guys so you can see the hard evidence. Thanks to citizen journalism, really. People like me in Sweden who were at this place. Posted this on Twitter and it got out. This is why we need independent media, real news, real journalism. So make sure to subscribe, and because that is what I'm doing and will be doing more of. Yes, let's find you the picture here. Here we go. So here is the lefty protest at the Jimmy Åkesson from the Swedish Democrats was speaking. So there were protests with loads of leftists, and we had these signs, one here saying Jimmy is racist. And this guy on Twitter got this photo right here. Let's see, what do we have in here? So here is the radio van from the Sveriges Radio, state-owned, tax-funded radio channel. What do we have inside of the car? What do we have inside of the car here? It looks suspiciously like a protest sign. Jimmy is racist. That is the exact same sign we have over here. Is in the car of the Sveriges Radio, state-owned tax-funded radio channel. And this guy on Twitter is commenting, now you have gone too far when you are creating quote-unquote real news. This is the mainstream media. Fake news, 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 propaganda, brainwashing, fake news, cultural Marxism, blah, 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 brainwashing, fake news. This is the mainstream media. This is what they are doing. Can you believe it, guys? This is what they are doing. They actually had this sign, Jimmy is racist, in their car. Yeah, they were busted, exposed. And you know what their do you know what their explanation for this is? Their explanation is that some protester put the sign on their van. Some protester, instead of protesting, they actually put the sign on their van, and they saw this. So righteous as they were, they took down the sign from their van and put it neatly inside their van. And it just happened to, they didn't throw it away, it just happened to sit inside of the van. That is their explanation for why they did this. That's fake news. Fake news. Very fake news. Very, very fake news. Extremely fake news. Yeah, that is everything I had planned to say actually for this episode 1 of VikingNews. I will try and do some more of this, hopefully weekly or maybe even more, depending on how much news we get. So yeah, I have been posting this on Twitter a lot, all of these stories, but I think it's a good idea to go through this in detail as well and explain it a bit more. What do you think, guys? Please let me know in the chat here. And if you do like this, please subscribe. If you just joined, or if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and like. That encourages me to continue doing this. And yeah, let's check out some of the chat here before we finish. Let's do a quick Q&A. Any questions, anything, please let me know. Thanks for that, Agri. Kane asks what my thoughts on Breivik chasing his name desperate for attention. I don't really know. I don't really care that much either. Swede dude thinks this says in Swedish that this was very entertaining. Well, thank you a lot for that. Glad you liked it. Paul Antagonist asked if I vote for Jimmy Åkesson in 2018. Probably not. I think they're too far left. They're too much. I'm to the right of them. I think they're the best choice Sweden has right now, but I probably won't vote for them because they're too far left for me. They have cucked out a bit recently. Marcus Jesper also, I think, of the Swedish Army. I did actually cover this. If you haven't seen it, I did actually cover it before. So if you want to watch, it, when I finish the stream, you can go back and watch that. I did cover that before. You know, maybe I should try and make this show a bit more professional. It's like some intro music and stuff. What do you think? Some intro, outro music. Try and get this show a bit more professional. This is just the first episode, so just a bit improvised. Getting things going and seeing what works, seeing what you like. Dean G&G says Swedish Alex Jones. Yeah, maybe not Swedish Alex Jones, a bit more, little bit less conspiracy theories maybe, but you know, there's been a problem. Fate Goldie recently did a video on how a lot of soy was reducing testosterone in males. So I did have a solution. If you saw my Twitter, should buy some of Alex Jones' male vitality. Maybe I should get some male vitality pills and sell them like Alex Jones. Do a bit of shilling. Get some male vitality pills. Yeah, PeterSweden's male force. That's a good name. Breaking air conditioning. 1776, we commence again. Buy some male force vitality pills. Increase your testosterone. Ah! Is that a good Alex Jones impression? That's my Alex Jones impression. Yeah, your comments coming a little bit later, so I'm just laughing at your comments. They're quite funny. Yes, video things. That should be my live stream before my intro before I start live stream. What do you think? Yeah, that should be my intro. Should do something like yeah. Welcome to PeterSweden Viking News. Real Viking News. Only on this channel, PeterSweden. Yeah, that should be my intro. Good one. Good idea. There was one thing I wanted to bring up. Logical Libertarian has a has a question: which politician do you think are pedophiles? Well, I think there is probably quite a few in Sweden. There was actually there's one thing I could bring up. There was exposed recently politicians from both the right and the left in Sweden. You know, they were in the council supposedly fighting it out. You know, being opposing each other's policies. But then after politics, they actually all went and met in a Freemason lodge, in the local lodge, and all the time. So yeah, that's a bit interesting, and that's in Sweden. Yeah, I might make some intro music as well. I did actually make some music here before that I made. I'll show you guys. See what you think. I used it at a video, my channel intro that I uploaded. You maybe haven't heard it. But I did make some music for my channel here earlier. See what you think. Maybe I should use this intro. No, that's the wrong one. I was mixing a bit of the sounds there. Yeah, this is some music I made here earlier. What do you think? Should I use this intro? Yeah, Logical Libertarian says sounds like something out of the 80s. Yeah, it was meant to be that way. Yeah, that's some music I made here the other day. I could do other stuff. I can do a lot of music. I'm quite good at music, so I can do a lot of different ones. Should I go with something like this, something like 80s electronic like this, or should I go with something else, something country maybe? I was thinking maybe do something country music, like some like American style bluegrass country, or maybe or either that or this kind of 80s uh, kind of fashion wave inspired music. Yeah, I don't know. I was quite happy with that anyway. Yeah, so I'll finish this live stream up soon. I've covered all the news I want to cover. I'll just take a few questions from you guys in the chats if you have any more. Logical Libertarian also if I drive Volvo. No, I do not. Metal, no, I don't like metal at all. Metal is degenerate. It's came from the kind of cultural Marxist hippie thing back then. No, that's degenerate stuff. Yeah, I could do a 80s kind of fashion wave version of the Swedish national anthem. What do you think of that? A kind of 80s synthwave of the national anthem. That could be a good idea, actually. Any questions? I'll finish this live stream up here in 5 minutes and I have to go and do something. We've been doing this for 2 hours. Thoughts on BNP and Nick Griffin? BNP is the most far right part, most right wing part in the UK. I think Nick Griffin. They've been saying a few good stuff, but I mean, Nick Griffin, he doesn't look very likable. In fact, the leader says there's many girls in this movement to like you. Will you marry a nationalist girl? Well, I don't know about if there are many girls that like me. But I'm a nationalist girl, yes. Traditional trad, that's for sure. I don't know if there's many that like me or not, but Marcus just lost it like Volvo. Yeah, kind of. Just have a look at the chats here. Any more questions? Yeah, it seems like many people want me to use the. Well, Michael B wants me to use the Swedish national anthem. Logical libertarian also feel like IKEA. No, definitely not. I don't like IKEA. Okay, the fact that I see in my comments. Well, maybe, I don't know. Oh, hi Dainty. Dainty's just joined. Big shout out to Dainty, who's been supporting what I do. Yeah, I was just about to wrap up this live stream here within 5 minutes, Dainty. I have been doing a new, decided to do a new show where I go through some of the most important headlines from Sweden and Scandinavia. And I decided to do it as a show like this. I thought it might be a good idea. People seem to like it, so I'm probably going to do some more of this. Yeah, I don't think it was Ivan Ivanovich Kiev funded by a former National Socialist. I'm not sure about that. Rare Raindrop says he enjoys getting lingonberry jam from IKEA. That's something that I am missing, because you might know I'm in the UK at the moment. I have been missing my lingonberry jam. Dainty asks if I'm okay with all those tweets last night about the terrorist attack. What the tweets are you referring to? What do you mean? Were about legal stuff and you saw what I was doing? Do you mean my tweets? Ah, no, I make sure to word it smartly so that it can't be considered hate speech. I was being quite sarcastic a lot, and sarcasm is a very good way to avoid censorship. Yeah, no, I'm not worried about that at all. But thanks though. Angry Triangle asked, where can somebody contact you? You can contact me on Twitter on direct message. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty confident that that is fine. What I posted yesterday there. I kind of know what you can write and can't write. Well, that's good news, right, Raindrop? Carrying support group asks what my family thinks of my work. Well, to be honest, my family, I would say they are neoconservatives. Kind of, they're not boomers, but they kind of have the kind of neoconservative mindset that, yeah, you know what I mean. They think I'm a Nazi. Yeah, so. Logical libertarian also, I think of Finland. Yeah, it's a nice country. Different people from Sweden. It's different. I don't have that much thoughts on Finland, really. Like could be asked, how did I ever manage to be homeschooled in Sweden? Well, it wasn't illegal until that long ago. When I was being homeschooled in Sweden, it was legal back then. They made it illegal afterwards. So yeah. And these as your parents are conservatives, well, it could be a lot worse. Yeah, it could, but they're still way too left wing. I think they are neoconservatives. Neoconservatism is just left wing in disguise, I think. De facto leader asks if I'm interested in weapons or firearms. Well, why do you ask? I believe in. I think it's good what America has. What's it called? Is it the Second Amendment? Is it First Amendment? Is it where you're right to carry guns? Obviously, I think people should be allowed to carry guns as they have in America. I'm not that interested into models and stuff like that, but okay. I didn't look up in my interview with Tara McCarthy. Yeah, you can do it. If you haven't watched it, do watch it. It's a good interview. There's actually, regarding weapons in Sweden, there's the Nordic Resistance Movement. They have launched a political party platform, which they want to get elected. They want every Swedish person to do military duty, and every Swedish person to get a rifle or a gun. when they do military duty, and they should be allowed to keep it as well for free when they finish military duty. And the Nordic resistance movement, they are actually National Socialists, so they're actually Nazis, but they actually want to arm all Swedish people. So yeah, like Switzerland does, I guess. Any more questions? And I will wrap this up shortly because I have other things to do as well. I need to get some stuff. I'm going to upload some more videos on YouTube from actually from the march in Manchester. I'll be able to get up some speeches. So I will. I'm going to try and get that up as well. Hjalmar Viking asks why I'm against National Socialists. I don't think that's the way forward. It's Nazi LARPing is not the way forward. It's a very damaged brand. People are not gonna buy it. It's not the right way at all. The identitarians that are in Austria and Germany and France, I think that is the right way to go. The kind of alt-right identitarian way. I think that's a much better way to go. Bama fan asks, will this be weekly? Yes, at least weekly, maybe even 2 or 3 times a week, depending on how much viewers I get, how popular it is. I will do this definitely at least weekly. I will try. I have quite a lot of things going on. I'm going to try and do some. I'm going down to London on the 25th of June. There will be an EDL march there, which I'm going to cover. Lots of Antifa are going to be there, I have heard. So I'm going to bring my helmet, and I'm going to do some reporting down there. Also working with someone. We are opening a website, a alternative media website. And that's someone I'm working with, and that's coming up quite soon. So I'm going to be writing articles there as well. So hopefully I might get verified on Twitter as well, since I will be a journalist writing for a journalistic website as well. Yeah, I agree with you there, Raindrop. The 14ers are okay. The 8-haters are doing more harm than good. And it isn't about being called Nazi or not. We don't care about being called Nazi at all. It's about what people... The 88 stuff is just... doesn't work. No. Anna D says she's hoping to go to Idel March too. Okay, are you in England? What kind of skis there when I was carrying support group? It's Solomon, I believe. No, Head. No, I can't remember. No, it's Solomon. No, I don't go snowboarding. I hate snowboarders. They destroy the snow. You go up the lift and it just flatten out the snow. You cannot just make it slippery. Okay, Anna D says she missed me at Sunderland. Oh. Well, you were there somewhere. Oh, did you all drive away from London to Sunderland? That's far. How did you get up there? Did you go by a train or a car, or it's quite a trip? Oh, coach. Hmm. Yeah, that must have been a long trip. Going by coach up to Sunderland. Wow. Yeah, I will definitely be up for interviewing some Scandinavian nationalists. I have been thinking of doing that myself. Oh yeah, thank you for the comment there, Tony. Michael B asks if I like capitalism. No, I don't like the way capitalism works today. Free market, yes. Capitalism, no. Okay. And I was talking to local people. I missed the opportunity to catch me. Well, I will be wearing a helmet in London, so you'll probably be able to see me. 7 hours on the bus. Oh, yeah. Get a car. If you drive a car, it will be quicker. It doesn't take more than what 4 hours to drive from. A little more, 5 hours maybe to drive from Sunderland to London. Well, it depends on how much traffic there is in London, though. If it's bad traffic, it's going to take forever. De facto leader says that Marcus Folin, Golden One, is a fan of me. Are you sure? I haven't heard anything from him. I know of him. I watched some of his videos. How do you know he's a fan of me? Tony Conwell says to march against Sharia in Edinburgh, Scotland next Sunday. Is that the Sunday, the 25th of June? Sam Hill says get Viking helmet. Yeah, maybe. I was actually considering buying a. I went to a traditional country show in North Yorkshire a few days ago, and they had it was very nice. There was thousands of people, and it was literally 100% white people there. You didn't see a single foreigner that attended there, and they had some army surplus place there where they sold some army stuff. They actually had a real proper Kevlar helmet that they were selling. I was considering buying it when I meet Antifa, but it was a bit heavy. It was actually extremely heavy. It was ridiculously heavy, the Kevlar helmet, so it wouldn't have worked too well when I'm trying to film. Michael B asked if I support tariffs or protectionism. I support protectionism. Okay, so Tony's Conwell says there's a march against Sharia in Scotland, but there's also the EDL march down in London. Which should I go to? What do you think, guys? Should I go to the one in Scotland or the one in London? Let me know in the comments. Should I go down to London for the EDL march, where there is rumored to be lots of Antifa, or should I go to Scotland, where there's a march against Sharia? What do you think? Anna says that there's an EDL march on Saturday. I don't think it is on Saturday. I think the EDL march is on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. And the London March Against Hate on Sunday? No, I don't think they have announced it yet. Have you seen anything? I don't think it is so. Please let me know. Because I think the EDL march in London is on the 25th, the Sunday. I don't think there is a Tommy Robinson March Against Hate in London on Sunday. That's from what I've seen. Michael B also support the free movement of labor. No, 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 I do not. Rare Indra asked which was most likely biased reporting fake news. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe the Scotland one. They're more left wing up there, I think. Could national Swedes take over Scotland? I don't know. Not something I want to think about really. Um, yeah, I think the Scottish media is quite left-wing. Is there any more questions you have, guys? Otherwise, we'll wrap this up now within quite soon. The comment section has been really good, by the way. Anna says that the March on Parliament is the 24th of June, IDL. Everyone has been saying it's 25th of June. Is this on the IDL website? Because everyone's been saying that the IDL march is on the 25th of June. That's what everyone has been saying. Do you know anything about the march with Tommy Robinson, the march against hate? So I wouldn't want there to be any confusion. That would not be good. Hjalmar VikingNews, where in Sweden I grew up, Stockholm. Okay, so apparently they'll put on Facebook that their march on Parliament is 24th. Look at Facebook page, 12 till 3 p.m. Did I say where they're starting? That's strange, because everyone has been saying it's 25th. Is that the Tommy Robinson then, march against hate on 25th? Yeah, if the EDL march is on the 24th, then I will go there and do that, and then I'll come up to Scotland on the 25th. Boy, that's going to be a long trip in a day. I live in 24 hours. Because I start up in the northeast of the UK. I'm not too far from Scotland at the moment. So I will go down to London, then back up again, then up to Scotland, and then back down again. No, that's going to be a long day. And that's going to be a lot of petrol cost as well. Yeah, it's going to be cheaper to drive than fly. Could take the train, but I like to. Michael B asked if I would arrest me if I go to Sweden. Probably not. I don't want to take any risks at the moment. Right. I'm allowed into Sweden, yes. But there have been some suspicious stuff going on, which makes me not want to go to Sweden at the moment. I don't want to say exactly what it is, but there has been suspicious stuff going on, which makes me not want to go to Sweden at the moment, which is why I came to the UK in the first place. So I'm not going to Sweden at the moment. There has been some suspicious stuff going on that I know about from sort of things going on. I don't want to say what they are here at the moment. Yeah, it's not a free democracy in Sweden at all. Oh, development post asks if I'm pure Swedish genetically. I'm not actually. I haven't done a test, but from what I know, I'm not pure Swedish genetically. Genetically, from what I know, I'm about 50% Swedish, 25% Norwegian, some what is it, 2.5%, 3% something Sami, which is the Samis are ethnic Nordic people. They live up in the north. They are white, more or less, but they're not Germanic like the other Swedish people. But apparently I am some percent Sami as well. Yeah, I'm a bit Sami actually. Yeah, some percent. I don't know exact, but then. But my dad, he has actually some Sami facial features. I don't, but Yeah, I am. But since my dad is a bit, my dad is part Sami, so I would be as well. But I think I look Swedish, right? I look Scandinavian, pretty much. Um, yeah, my hair actually is more blonde when I'm out in the sun. I got dark blonde hair, I guess. De facto leader there comment. Um, yeah, de facto leader comments. You have fine blonde hair. It's actually dark blonde hair. But when I'm out in the sun, my hair is much more blonde. When I'm indoors with less light, it's less blonde. But yeah. Um, yeah, Sami, maybe the Samis remind a bit of what is it? It's the some of the Hungarians, like Melania Trump. She has wide cheekbones, quite thin eyes. The Sami reminds quite a bit of that, actually. Yeah, I'll wrap this up here now, I think. Any last questions at all? But yeah, I will definitely head down to London on the 24th for the march there. So stay tuned for that. Oh yeah, Melania Trump is from Slovenia, yeah, right. Yeah, I will head down on the 24th for the march there to do reporting there, and I will try and find out when Tommy Robinson has his march against hate, because I want to be at that one as well in London. If that is on the 25th, then I'll be there again in London. Might just get the hotel and stay there. Otherwise, I'll be heading up to Scotland, I guess. Michael B wants me to interview the Nordic resistance. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right. So yeah, just a quick summary then regarding what we covered. We covered 11 stories from Sweden in this first episode of Viking News, and there was lots of great comments here. Any more questions at all? Otherwise, I'll wrap this up here now. Yeah, might see you in Scotland, Tony. Not sure. I will see. Hopefully, we'll be able to make it. But I think I will prioritize in London, to be honest. There's going to be more action, I think. Yeah, thanks for the comment there, Raindrop. Glad you liked the stream. So yeah, what countries have you visited? Astrologically, I visited Russia, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, England, Mexico, Canada, America. 8 countries. So yeah, but excellent. So thank you very much all for watching the stream. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and stay tuned, because I will be doing more of these live streams, Viking news. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the comments, guys, and I hope to see you later. No logical libertarian. I haven't been to Iceland. So yeah, thank you very much, everyone, and see you later.